Heading into the day, the Padres sit in third place in the National League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Rockies are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Carlos Correa had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, as the Astros got past the Giants 9-7. As of today, the Giants are in second place in the NL West. They trail first by 4 games, while the Astros sit in third place in the American League West Division. They're 7.5 games out of first. The Atlanta Braves completed a 3-game series sweep as they had a walk-off victory against the Brewers 5-4. In the standings, the Braves are in second place in the NL East, 8 games out of first, while the Brewers are atop the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. Garrett Cole won the game, finishing a complete game one-hitter, leading the Yanks to the win over the Marlins 2-0. He is among the AL leaders in wins. As of right now, the Marlins are in fourth place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Yankees sit atop the American League East Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Mets earned the 3-game series sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 7-2. At the start of the day, the Mets sit in third place in the National League East Division, 10.5 back, while the Reds sit in second place in the National League Central, 12.5 games back. Wilson Contreras was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, as the Cubs defeated the Nats 7-6. Heading in last place in the National League, they're over 20 games out of first, while the Cubs are in fourth place in the NL Central, 18 games out of first. The Phillies got 12 hits in this one as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 7-2. In the standings, the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Phillies are atop the National League East Division. They hold a comfortable 8-game advantage. The Twins totaled 11 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 3-2. Entering the day's action, the Cardinals sit in third place in the National League Central Division, 16 games out of first, while the Twins sit in third place in the American League Central, 9.5 games behind first. Salvador Perez had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, as Kansas City took care of the Blue Jays 10-2. As of today, the Blue Jays third place in the AL East. They're 18.5 games out of first. And the Royals sit in last place in the American League Central Division, 20 games out of first. Nick Pivetta got the win, his 6th so far this year, helping lead the Red Sox to a win over the Rays 5-4. At the start of the day, the Rays are in second place in the AL East, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. And the Red Sox are third in the division. They're 18.5 games out of first. The Indians pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the White Sox on the south side 6-1. As of right now, the White Sox sit in first place in the American League Central Division. They hold a 8-game advantage, while the Indians are fourth in the division. They're 16.5 games out of first. The Detroit Tigers put together 10 total hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 6-2. Entering the day's action, the Tigers sit in second place in the AL Central Division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the American League wildcard, while the Orioles are in last place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. The Angels just 5 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 5-1. Heading into the day, the Angels sit in second place in the American League West. They're 7 games back. And the Athletics are atop the division, a sizable 7 games ahead of second. The Texas Rangers hit 3 long balls as they took down the visiting Mariners 5-1. At the start of the day, the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division, 20 games out of first, while the Mariners are fourth in the division. They're 16.5 games out of first. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day. Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting in the National League West, the Miami Marlins out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 4-1. Adam Morgan collected his 5th win in relief, helping lead the Cubs over the Brewers 5-3. The Royals combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the visiting Yankees 4-1. The White Sox got 11 hits overall, defeated the Twin Cities 5. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the National League West, the Rockies launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 9-5. The San Francisco Giants sent 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the A's in Oakland 8-4. The New York Mets hit 3 long balls as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 9-6. The San Diego Padres totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 7-1. The Kansas City Royals had 12 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 7-4. Miguel Rojas had 3 hits in the contest, helping lead the Marlins to a win over Cincinnati. It's the first day of September, the final full month of the regular season, and that, of course, means rosters have been expanded. Major League teams can now carry 28 players, so we'll be seeing some fresh faces making their debuts in today's games. But before that all gets underway, here's what happened in the final day of August. Starting out in the NL West, the Colorado Rockies swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 7-3. Chris Taylor collected a total of 4 hits in the game as the Dodgers got the best of the Braves 4-3. Anthony DeSclafani nabbed his 15th win this season as the Giants disposed of the Brewers 5-4. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Marlins knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 5-2. The Philadelphia Phillies grabbed 13 hits in the game as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Nationals 13-9. Eugenio Suarez drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs as the Reds took care of the Cardinals 7-0. Bo Bichette swung the bat well with 3 hits as the Blue Jays claimed the win over the Orioles 4-2. In other Orioles news, relief pitcher Spencer Watkins has been placed on waivers by the club. Wander Franco picked up 3 base knocks in the ballgame, leading Tampa Bay over the Red Sox 3-1. The White Sox held their opponent to just 2 hits as they sank the visiting Buccos 3-0. It was their 5th straight victory. Jake Newberry got win number 1 on the year as the Royals got the victory over the Indians 6-5. Cody Stashak earned his 4th win out of the bullpen as Minnesota defeated the Cubs 2-1. The New York Yankees combined for 10 hits as a team as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 3-1. Yuli Gurriel was a force at the plate with 3 long balls and 4 RBIs as the Astros disposed of the Mariners 8-1. He is in the top 5 in the American League in hits. And that's the show on this first day of September. It should be a fun day of watching all the newly minted major leaguers making their debuts. And don't forget to listen in tomorrow to see how they did. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Mike Soroka got the win throwing 8 shutout innings, leading the Braves to a win against Colorado 4-0. In the standings, the Braves are in 3rd place in the NL East, 17 games out of 1st, while the Rockies are in 4th place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of 1st. The Giants up 11 hits. The regular season is winding down, but the Hello there, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the offseason rolls on. Clayton Kershaw twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound, helping the boys in blue defeat the White Sox 3-0. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the San Francisco Giants allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 4-1. Shane Green, according to team reports. The Reds allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the extra innings win over the Mets 8-3. In other news from Queens, free agent Chris Taylor has agreed to a 3-year deal with the organization. The first-year player draft is only a day away. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, the Arizona Diamondbacks totaled 11 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 5-3. The Rockies combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 7-0. In other Rockies news, free agent Tim LeCastro has agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the organization. In other Reds news, free agent Wilmer Flores has agreed to terms on a contract with the organization. Ramon Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. In the National League Central, Dustin May earned win number 7 this season, helping lead the Dodgers past the Cardinals 6-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Jordan Hicks and starting pitcher Domingo Robles, according to team sources. In more news from the boys in blue, free agent left fielder number 12 has agreed to a 3-year deal with the organization. The Colorado Rockies pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they sank the visiting Buccos 3-0. The Friars got 11 hits overall as they got the home victory against the Astros 5-1. In other Astros news, free agent Alex Avila has agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the organization. Daniel Hudson earned his first victory of the season, leading San Francisco to a victory over Miami 3-2. The Mets held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 5-0. Aristides Aquino had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate as Cincinnati took care of the Indians 13-4. Kyle Bradish from the Baltimore Orioles. In exchange, Baltimore receives starting pitcher Sam Hentges, according to multiple sources. The Red Sox totaled 13 hits as a team as they pummeled the Yankees 9-3. Kike Hernandez and starting pitcher Tommy Wilson, according to team reports. In other Yankees news, free agent C.J. Cron has agreed to terms on a contract with the organization. The Toronto Blue Jays put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 7-6. Steven Matz, according to team sources. The Minnesota Twins went deep 4 times as they dismantled the White Sox 15-4. Alex Colomé, according to multiple sources. Ethan Small, according to confirmed sources. The Oakland Athletics swatted 4 home runs in this one as they defeated the visiting Angels 8-4. Robert Poisson, according to team sources. The Baltimore Orioles combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 3-0. Aaron Zavala, according to team reports. Ramon Urias, according to confirmed sources. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games. Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting out in the NL West, Ryan Mountcastle was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs as the Dodgers grabbed the win against Colorado 4-2. The Giants combined to give up just 5 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 2-0. In other Giants, Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, the Rockies grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 8-7. In more Cardinals news, free agent Yan Gomes has agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the organization. The Philadelphia Phillies launched 3 home runs as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-3. In other Braves news, free agent catcher number 9 has agreed to terms on a contract with the organization. Matt Strahm, according to team sources. Patrick Corbin won his 4th game thus far as the Nationals downed the Cubs 6. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Looking first at the NL East, the Atlanta Braves pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they bested the visiting Rockies 2-1. Adonis Medina earned the 3rd W of his season as the Phillies defeated the Dodgers 3-2. Hans Krause and third baseman Kendall Simmons, according to multiple sources. Chris Paddock pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season as the Padres beat the Pirates. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, the O's amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the Red Sox on the road 7-6. The trade deadline is fast approaching. We'll tell you what your team did on Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, Ronald Acuna Jr. was a major force at the plate with care of the Dodgers 12-4. He currently has the most doubles in the National League. The Padres had 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 12-0. The New York Mets knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 4-1. Ty Buttrey collected win number 2 on the year as the Pirates were winners over the Cardinals 2-1. The Orioles hit 3 long balls as they beat the visiting Red Sox 5-4. Brian Mata, according to team reports. Luke Voit dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs as the Yankees got the win over the White Sox 8-7. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. The Cleveland Indians combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 5-1. Also in Mariners news, free agent Trevor Story has agreed to terms on a contract with the organization. The Houston Astros got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 8-3. Whit Merrifield had a home run and 3 RBIs as Oakland pushed past the Angels 4-3. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. Also out of Oakland, free agent Alex Wood has agreed to a 3-year deal with the organization. In more Halos news, free agent Jake Marisnick has agreed to terms on a 2-year deal with the organization. Thanks for listening in. Enjoy today's games and all the craziness leading up to the trade deadline. Tune in tomorrow for all the latest from around the league. Well, this is it, the final day of the season for teams to make trades. There could be a flurry of action as the day goes. But before we get there, here's a recap of what went down yesterday. Starting out in the NL West, the Diamondbacks smacked 15 team hits as they toppled the Rockies 13-4. The Dodgers racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-3. The San Francisco Giants allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Cardinals on the road 4-2. Bryce Bush from the Chicago White Sox. In exchange, the Chi Sox receive first baseman Paul Goldschmidt, according to multiple sources. Christian Yelich nabbed 4 RBIs with 3 hits, leading the Brewers to a win over the Padres 5-1. As of today, he is the National League leader in slugging percentage. The Miami Marlins totaled 11 hits as they beat the visiting Rays 6-1. Brendan McKay and center fielder Michael Gigliotti, according to confirmed sources. The Mets knocked out 12 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 3-2. It was their victory. Stanley Silva and one other player, Miguel Angel Sierra from the Houston Astros. Going the other way, first baseman Josh Bell, according to team reports. Adbert Alzolay grabbed the victory with his 10 Ks, leading the Cubbies to a win over the Pirates 3-2. In other news from Pittsburgh, relief pitcher number 27 has been placed on waivers by the club. Simeon Woods Richardson, according to team sources. The Blue Jays put up 16 hits on the day as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 11-2. The Boston Red Sox swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they beat the O's in Baltimore 8-0. In other Red Sox news, free agent Michael Pineda has agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the organization. The Yankees tallied 5 home runs overall as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 9-1. Also in Yankees news, first baseman Matt Adams has been waived by the organization. The Indians picked up 14 hits in total as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 8-7. The Royals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the home victory against the Astros 2-0. In other Royals news, right fielder Josh Harding has been placed on waivers by the club. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 5-2. In other athletics news, starting pitcher Riley Thompson has been waived by the organization. Also in Angels news, free agent Anthony DeSclafani has agreed to terms on a 4-year deal with the organization. The Mariners starting pitcher, number 82, got the W and now has 5 this year, helping Seattle take care of the Rangers 2-1. And that's the show. Hours away, so don't forget to check in tomorrow for a full recap of the day's events. It's the first day of September, the final full month of the regular season, and that, of course, means rosters have been expanded. Major League teams can now carry 28 players, so we'll be seeing some fresh faces making their debuts in today's games. But before that all gets underway, here's what happened in the final day of August. Starting out in the NL West. In other Cardinals news, first baseman Todd Lott has been placed on waivers by the club. Freddie Freeman added 3 RBIs to his total, leading the Padres past the Marlins 5-3. He currently has the highest on-base percentage in the National League. Corbin Burns got the W, his 11th this season, helping lead the Brewers past the Giants 4-1. The Colorado Rockies got 11 hits overall as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 5-4. The Phillies got 12 hits in this one as they pulverized the Braves 11-0. Luke Voit launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Yankees. Welcome everyone, let's jump right in and the final postseason teams are for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL, Frazier smacked a home run and drove in 3 as the Padres bested the Diamondbacks 7-3. He is among the NL leaders in total base hits. As of today, the Diamondbacks are in 3rd place in the NL West, 14 games back, while the Padres are 2nd in the division, 11 games out of 1st. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting out in the NL West, the Giants smacked 15 team hits as Hi everyone and welcome to this Saturday morning edition of Inside the Show. Let's take a look at the latest news from around Major League Baseball. Clayton Kershaw tossed a dominating complete game shutout as the Dodgers beat the M's 5-0. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Mark Vientos drove home 3 runs, leading the Cubs to a win against San Diego 4-3. The Rockies held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Braves 3-2. They now have 6 straight victories. In other news out of Colorado, relief pitcher number 51 has been waived by the organization, Christian Pache, according to confirmed sources. The San Francisco Giants completed a 3-game series sweep as they dismantled the A's 8-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. In other news out of Oakland, free agent Manuel Margot has agreed to terms on a contract with the organization. Jacob deGrom grabbed win number 6 on the year, helping the Mets get by the Phillies 6-2. He is currently leading the National League in strikeouts. Second baseman Scott Kingery, according to multiple sources. In other Metropolitan news, free agent Kenley Jansen has agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the organization. The Washington Nationals combined for a 4-hitter as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-0. Aristides Aquino, according to team sources. In other Nationals news, free agent Carlos Carrasco has agreed to terms on a contract with the organization. The St. Louis Cardinals totaled 13 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 4-3. In other news out of Milwaukee, free agent Kyle Gibson has agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the organization. Also in news from St. Louis, free agent Travis d'Arnaud has agreed to terms on a contract with the organization. The Baltimore Orioles grabbed 13 hits in the game as they walked off in extras against the Red Sox 5-4. Solomon Nagel. According TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, German Marquez. Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting out in the NL West. In other Diamondbacks news, free agent J.D. Martinez has agreed to terms on a one-year deal with the organization. Mark Vientos had an outstanding day at the plate with 8 runs batted in as the Cubs took care of the Giants 15-3. The San Diego Padres combined to allow only 4 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 7-3. The Astros racked up 11 hits as a team as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 3-2. Pete Hitchcock from the New York Yankees. And in return, they'll send relief pitcher Yimi Garcia, according to multiple sources. The Braves put together 10 total hits as they beat the visiting Marlins 8-7. Chris Martin, according to team sources. Dom Thompson-Williams had a total of 3 RBIs on the day, leading Washington to a win against the Mets 3-0. Colin Moran, according to team reports. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the Toronto Blue Jays amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the win in extra innings over the Orioles 8-6. In other Blue Jays news, free agent Jake Diekman has agreed to terms on a contract with the organization. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, the Giants put up 16 hits on the day as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 9-8. Heading into the day, the Giants sit in 4th place in the National League West, and the Diamondbacks are 2nd in the division. The New York Mets earned the 3-game series sweep as they bested the visiting Rockies 4-3. They now have 5 straight wins. Entering the day's action, the Mets sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division, and the Rockies are in last place in the NL West. Willie Adames had 3 hits on the day as Milwaukee took one from the Dodgers 4-2. As of right now, the Brewers sit in 1st place in the National League Central Division, while the Dodgers sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division. Freddie Freeman sent 2 into the seats while driving in 6 as the Padres beat the Pirates 11-1. At the start of the day, the Padres sit in first place in the National League West Division, and the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central. The Marlins totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 7-6. In the standings, the Marlins are in last place in the NL East, while the Nationals are 4th in the division. The Red Sox combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 7-2. In other news from Philly, free agent Josh James has agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the organization. Brandon Nimmo, according to confirmed sources. Heading into the day, the Phillies are in 2nd place in the NL East, while the Red Sox sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division. Ian Anderson won the game, finishing a complete game 1-hitter, helping lead Atlanta past the Reds 2-0. Tyler Soderstrom, according to multiple sources. Entering the day's action, the Reds are in 2nd place in the NL Central, and the Braves sit atop the NL East. Yankees allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the win in extra innings over the Cardinals 3-2. At the start of the day, the Cardinals are in 3rd place in the NL Central, and the Cubs are 4th in the division. The New York Yankees grabbed 13 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 8-5. In the standings, the Yankees sit in 4th place in the American League East Division, while the Athletics are in 4th place in the AL West. The Blue Jays allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the O's in Baltimore 2-1. Cedric Mullins and relief pitcher Rodgers, according to heading into the day, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division, and the Blue Jays are 2nd in the division. Brent Suter won his 5th game out of the bullpen, leading the White Sox to victory against Detroit 4-3. As of today, the White Sox sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division, and the Tigers are 3rd in the division. The Rays pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they pounded the Indians 8-1. Also from Cleveland, free agent Adam Duvall has agreed to terms on a contract with Luis Torrens, Seattle Mariners, and in return they'll send 3rd baseman Austin Riley, according to multiple sources. Entering the day's action, the Indians are atop the AL Central, and the Rays are leading the American League East. The Mariners knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-2. As of right now, the Royals are in last place in the AL Central, and the Mariners are in 3rd place in the AL West. The Stros totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 8-2. In other Astros news, free agent Austin Barnes has agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the organization. In other news from Minnesota, free agent Dan Winkler has agreed to terms on a contract with the organization. At the start of the day, the Astros are in 2nd place in the AL West, and the Twins are in 2nd place in the AL Central. Heading into the day, the Rangers are in last place in the AL West, and the Angels are atop the division. And that's what's happening around the base. Well, this is it, the final day of the season for teams to make trades. There could be a flurry of action as the day goes on, but before we get there, here's a recap of what went down yesterday. Starting in the National League West, the Arizona Diamondbacks totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 5-2. Jake Vogel from the Cleveland Indians. Going the other way, right fielder Mike Yastrzemski, according to team sources. In the standings, the Diamondbacks sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, while the Giants are 4th in the division. The Nationals got 11 hits overall as they bested the visiting Rockies 7-4. Also out of the nation's capital, right fielder Miguel Aparicio has been placed on waivers by the club. Also in news from Colorado, relief pitcher Chris Russin has been waived by the organization. As of It's the first day of September, the final full month of the regular season. TGI. Playoff contending teams are making their final push to the end of the year. Welcome to Inside the Show.
Play ball. 3. 3. 3. Okay, ball 4. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 4. Take the base. 3. 3.
Pinch hitting for the Diamondbacks, number 53.
3. 3.
Attention please. Pinch hitting, number 6. Now pitching for Arizona,
Ball 4.
number 54, Reyes Moronza.
Positions. Here's what base.
Play ball. Hey now. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. Ball 4. Take the base.
'Now batting, number 53.
3. Ball 4. Take the base. Ball 4. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Dodgers, 52. Now batting, catcher, Chance Cisco.
Take your base. Ball 4.
The left fielder, number 29, Billy McKinney.
Hello there, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the offseason rolls on. The Milwaukee Brewers put up 18 hits on the day as they tribe in Cleveland 13-0. In other Indians news, number 24 agreed to terms on a 5-year deal. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting in the National League West, the Arizona Diamondbacks combined for 4 total home runs as they defeated the A's in Oakland 9-8. The Cubs combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Padres 7-5. In other Cubs news, free agent Steven Brault has agreed to a 3-year deal with the organization. In other news from San Diego, free agent Josh Bell has agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the organization. Alex Faedo got his second W of the season as the Dodgers pushed past Cincinnati 4-3. The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, the Dodgers picked up 14 hits in total as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 9-1. As of right now, the Diamondbacks are leading the National League West, and the Dodgers are third in the division. The San Diego Padres put together 10 total hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 8-3. Entering the day's action, the Cardinals sit in second place in the National League Central, and the Padres are in second place in the NL West. The Texas Rangers snapped their 5-game losing streak as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 7-2. At the start of the day, the Rockies sit in last place in the National League West Division, and the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division. Hans Kraus, according to confirmed sources. Aaron Ashby, according to team sources. Heading into the day, the Giants are in fourth place in the NL West, and the Brewers are in first place in the NL Central. Sixto Sanchez. The trade deadline looms large. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Seattle Mariners racked up 11 hits as a team as they secured a win in extra innings over the Padres 5-4. Kyle Wright got the W, his 11th. Well, this is it, the final day of the season for teams to make trades. There could be a flurry of action as the day goes on, but before we get there, here's a recap of what went down yesterday. Starting in the National League West, Kohei Arihara got the win number 7 thus far, as the Rangers were winners over the Diamondbacks 5-2. Anthony Rendon grabbed 3 runs driven in, leading the Halos over the Dodgers 7-6. The Padres launched 3 home runs as they sank the Mariners 8-1. Robert Hassel and second baseman Craig Merchant, according to team reports. The Colorado Rockies totaled 11 hits as they dismantled the Giants 6-0. In other Giants news, free agent Mitch Garver has agreed to terms on a contract with the organization. The Atlanta Braves had 12 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Marlins 8-4. David Peterson picked up win number 8 this year, leading the Mets past the Nationals 3-0. Also in Mets news, free agent Lance Lynn has agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the organization. The St. Louis Cardinals sent 3 balls into the seats as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 7-3. Also in Cubbies news, free agent Andrew Heaney has agreed to terms on a contract with the organization. The Pittsburgh Pirates held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 3-2. Josh Lowe and starting pitcher Victor Angel, according to multiple sources. Also in Pirates news, starting pitcher Julio Villa has been placed on waivers by the club. The Phils combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 5-2. Andrew Painter and 1 additional player. Gabriel Maciel was a triple away of completing the cycle, leading Tampa Bay over the Red Sox 7-3. In other Rays news, first baseman Ryan Ripken has been waived by the organization. Hunter Harvey collected win number 3 this year as the Orioles downed the Blue Jays 5-4. In other news from Baltimore, free agent Brad Keller has agreed to terms on a 2-year deal with the organization. The Detroit Tigers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they dismantled the White Sox 8-0. Relief pitcher Aaron Bummer, according to team sources. The Twins only allowed 2 hits in the game as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 4-0. Alex Colomé, according to confirmed sources. Randall Grichuk, according to multiple sources. The Cincinnati Reds hit 3 long balls as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 6-2. Wilmer Flores from the Cincinnati Reds. In exchange, Cincinnati receives shortstop Bobby Witt Jr., according to team sources. Lucas Sims, according to confirmed sources. The A's combined to give up just 5 hits as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 7-3. And that's the show. The trade deadline is only hours away, so don't forget to check in tomorrow for a full recap of the day's events. Welcome, everyone. The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL. The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, Ketel Marte had a total of 6 base hits, leading the D-backs over the Rockies 11-2. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the National League. As of today, the Rockies are in last place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Diamondbacks are third in the division, 6 games out of first. Walker Buehler struck out 10 batters and earned the W as the Dodgers were winners over the Padres 4-0. Entering the day's action, the Dodgers are in first place in the NL West. They hold a comfortable 5-game advantage, while the Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. In Game 5 of the World Series, the Los Angeles Dodgers combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
base.